I'm just seeing who the hell might show up. I don't expect much. And don't you expect much yourselves? I'm bored, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned, oops. You probably are hearing some horrible background noise. Let me plug in my headphones. Goes to show how unplanned this was, right? Give me 1 second. There we go. Hopefully that's better. Yeah, I don't expect much. As far as turnaround goes, this is really unplanned and on the fly, so to speak. Shmoomagooey's in the chat. Dior's is in the chat. Hey guys. How is everyone this Friday night? Alone in your bedroom or bathroom, whichever you prefer. I don't know. Going to America, but I can't sleep. I'm waking up in 4 hours. Oh no. Please go to bed. But just for you, I'll make this quick, I guess. I'm expecting like maybe half hour, an hour. I'm just chilling. I'm just following up with a promise that I would stream again this week, since we're catching on to the momentum. But yeah, no, let's get started, I suppose. Not waiting for a lot of turnaround this time around. We're just gonna do a fun little breakdown stream, I suppose, since we have some news to talk about. You didn't stream on Wednesday, bud. Did I say Wednesday? I wasn't sure. I don't know. I'm old. I don't understand things anymore. I think because I don't know. I think I was just embracing the momentum of the last update. Yeah. Dior's already pointed it out. The latest banger on the Oddity account, though. Thank you. With a little help from my comrades as well, I suppose. But yeah, no. Well, that update thing finally dropped, huh? Let's talk about it. Let's dig through the crates here. So this was it, right? You're talking about this? Was this the banger in question? I don't know. We're doing some sleuthing here, I suppose. I still want to know the Miracle Fair member's name who got hashtag aired. Yeah, I don't know. It's a mystery. I think everyone has like names. Like everyone's like named out in the update. What do you guys know? What did you guys think, first of all? Like, what did you guys think of like the first update in like half a decade, I suppose? Scooby-Doo, where you been? We got some stuff to do now. Well, there are 4 of them, right? Or I guess some of them, I don't know. But yeah, this is what we've been working on for the last few years. I want to say since the pandemic started, which I guess is around the time of the trailer, when it was like put in place to start public engagement. But I don't know what happened or like what was the thought process with the director, but Yeah, he's not a fan of social media. I guess that's the biggest takeaway. But yeah, this was pretty much like set in stone for a few years, and I'm curious of when the next strip will be posted. But I don't know. I think this is setting a precedent now where the momentum begins to stir up a social media presence. So, like I said, this isn't the refugee account for the fans, and I'm glad it clearly isn't, since there's only a handful of you guys here who are just curious about what's going on over in the Maxis world of it, and I just so happen to be associated with it. What are some, I don't know, like what did you guys think? Was this did I fool myself into thinking this is a decent way to prolong, I guess, engagement? Like the comics I found in my attic, that is, which is what I scanned in. No, but we'll have a breakdown about it. Like, I'm just looking at, I guess I'm looking at feedback because, yeah, I seem like the crazy old man with the frizzy hair saying, "Oh, there's an update coming. There's an update coming. We have updates. They're not being posted." But yeah, these are just one of the many updates that are like made, but just not here, not they're not like in the public eye yet. Chumbus Wumbus says the comic absolutely ruled. The lore dump and the alt text was sick too. Made me very excited. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, thanks. And yeah, I think it was a great idea. I think it really shined a lot of collaborative effort. The director wrote the script, and I guess as far as the scenarios go, it's been split between the both of us. Like I've been writing like the filler strips while he's been doing the lore dump stuff because it's his story, and I've been illustrating it, and Shauna has been helping a lot. That's the namesake you see here. So we were workshopping like funny names to go along with it, to work with I don't know, the universe of Oddity, but we were like, screw it. I think the artists deserve proper credit, so yeah. I think the both of us worked pretty hard just making sure everyone is on point. And I guess there's already been like artwork of Miracle Fair, spread throughout Twitter and the internet already, so you kind of already know these characters. Yeah, I'm sure like people not in the know, like that aren't deep in the trenches of Discord and all that, looking for Oddity content, are like, okay, who are these characters? What's Travis? Is this a reboot? I heard some people accuse the Twitter account getting hacked with this. Yeah, people are so confused, but it's interesting. Dior said, honestly, a lot of us were just excited to finally have some more lore in the alt text we've been waiting for, like genuine info on the game's story and characters for so long. I did like the comic too. I actually had it printed off. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, there was an idea for me to like print this out and then scan it in to get it like a more authentic look. But yeah, I'm just happy how it came out. Here's a little breakdown of like what it looked like originally. I just yeah, it was definitely just a binary comic, and I don't know, maybe I should post this somewhere at some point. And yeah, this is kind of a demonstration of like the funky method of coloring I told you guys about before, where you split each channel, cyan, magenta, and yellow, into its own layers with this cool halftone brush I purchased, or rather pastel purchased a while ago, and good for him. It's quite expensive, so I'm glad he got around to it. And like, yeah, you're able to display these halftones and like see, like you wouldn't even assume this is a skin tone zoomed in, but like obviously with the power of Photoshop, you kind of see, you know, all the halftones come together and harmonize. When I'm coloring something for the first time, I'm so confused because it doesn't look like it would be the projected color that's written off. But yeah, it's all a combination of the intensity of each color. So as you see here, there's R2, R3, R4, and each one has like a different size and intensity of the dots, which creates, you know, a darker shape. And typically it's like labeled, back in the day, if you like look for like an Archie comic or something or other, a Marvel comic, you know, that would be colored in the Silver Age, they would write down the combination. I want to say this print for Elvis right here is like that's definitely a yellow. So that's solid yellow, so you would just write down like Y. Like you would like label this skin tone as like Y, and then say, oh, okay, that's like R2, so we're gonna roll with R2. Like you'll call it on. Let me break this down real quick. I have a small eraser. I'm secure about it. Like Y, R2, and like that'll be the intensity. So yeah, you know, in the yellow layer, you would go on the highest degree of yellow, which is just solid yellow, obviously. And then you would go with R2 to give it that mid-tone. So it's kind of a goldenrod, not quite orange in texture. It's pretty cool, huh? I love it. And let's just take a look of like how it all looks, I guess, in its own isolation layers. It's kind of cool to like mix and match. Like, what does it look like with just, you know, red and yellow and no blue, or blue and yellow and no red? It's really funky, huh? Reminds me of playing Pokemon back in the day on the Game Boy Color, and you could like swap the palettes around. So yeah, it's this looks pretty good actually too. It looks kind of like faded, like more so like after some yellowing. And of course you bring that all together to when you flatten it, and you apply a Gaussian blur is what they call it, and something not too intense but still noticeable as well, so it all blends together in harmony. And I guess if you zoom in, you'll see the difference more or less, where like, okay, now you kind of see the colors come together. You kind of like see Elvis's skin tone as brown rather than a combination of cyan, magenta, and yellow and some weird pattern. But let's just do I guess a play-by-play to see the difference here. And obviously I'm simplifying the process. It's much more nuanced than that, but that's essentially where it goes through. And then, I don't know, you just add some filters at the end of the day and rotate it a bit, and you get something like this. Get a masterpiece, I suppose. But I'm sure like most people like already did their investigating, like, okay, what does this mean? They like, you guys probably dug through every pixel, so to speak, to really investigate this comic. But there's not much else there. It's an introduction to see, I don't know, to see what cooks, I suppose. That coffee stain is 100% real though. Sorry about that. I was trying to get a clean scan for you guys. Anyway, I'm gonna look out for the chat. Pocoyoko LOL is in the chat. I don't think I've seen you before. Welcome to the family. How about the trailer? Yeah, trailer is still in production for sure. It's not a lot to work with because it's going to be mostly game footage, and that's the most important part. So it's all tied to the, you know, game dev and progress on the demo, which I should be on, but I'm sitting here procrastinating with you guys on stream. The Gam Galaxy in the background. Oh my god, somebody. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't think anyone would notice that. Is it still here? I don't think it's on this version. Yeah, it's somewhere around here. You can, if someone is insane enough to turn up the contrast, you'll probably see some bleed in the background. I was more or less trying to replicate, I guess, what I see in most shady comic scans, where like you'll see the, what's on the back of the page. I tried a few different things. Like I tried some actual comic, pages, but I didn't want to like worry about, I guess, infringing or anything or other, like referencing something that's not in. I don't know, it's not appropriate for the Oddity lore, so to speak. So I just kind of went with, okay, I'll just use something from my comics or my artwork. But yeah, there's a few stills of like Gam Galaxy stuff in here, I guess. I'll try to be more subtle with it next time. I think I'm just gonna cycle through the artwork of like the folder instead. Maybe throw in some Easter eggs when I get a chance. I'll just like throw Leo in a bikini or something next time to really mess with you guys. And he'll be bald, don't worry. Is it true y'all planning to release a demo or something like that? Yeah. Yep, that's definitely the plan. Demo or bust. That's only appropriate. I mean, we gotta work on the game, and it has to be in some playable state. So naturally, you would make a demo. But yeah, no, that was pretty much all I had. I just wanted to, like, I guess, break down how it was done, and yeah, I kind of get some like candid feedback on now that we have time to like breathe it in. But yeah, this is really fun to do. This is Miracle Fair. They're really cool designs. Shauna did a good job, really bringing these characters to life. They're difficult as hell to sprite though, but I think I managed. Elvis is definitely larger than life. Like, he's just a huge guy. I feel like I did him a disservice, drawing him here, but we were just working within the parameters of the comic. And yeah, if I was doing like my comfort format, which is like more like a graphic novel, I would be all over this. And it'll be more dynamic angles, but this isn't a Union Minute, so I think that was the name of the newspaper. So just imagine this as some weird strip published after the events of Oddity. But yeah, it needs more Leo. We'll get to it at some point, someday, in some place and time. But yeah, I guess there's not much else. I'm just gonna sit around and maybe do a quick doodle in this style to really like I don't know, ease the conversation if there's any questions. Because I mean, now that we're back, we are back. I'm sure that comes with a lot of confusion and implications that aren't quite clear. So you may feel free to ask whatever. But yeah, no, demo for sure. Demo is being worked on, and I'll be working on that as soon as I get the hell off this stream. Some cool things are happening. At least I hope. As long as we keep it up on social media, I think we're good. Maxing maxed. That is true. That is the realest shit you ever said. I'm just gonna draw a little Travis, I suppose. Yeah, I'm not using the typical brushes yet that I would use in the comic, but we're gonna get to it. There's kind of a few styles within the game as far as official artwork goes, but this is definitely the most frustrating of them all. But I think the payoff is really miraculous, so I want to stick with it. But yeah, any round of questions, I'm willing to, I guess, ease some tension if you guys are willing. But it sounds like most of you are satisfied. So yeah, enjoy the stream, or not, because the scratch disc goes full. That is embarrassing. Let me close these out. These are huge. Those were huge files, by the way. That was like 400 DPI, about like 6,000 pixels, I think. Like, it is, yeah, it was, I was suffering getting through that. And I'm honestly doing my laptop a disservice by streaming while using Photoshop with the memory of those huge ass files. So I wouldn't be surprised if it just quits on me, but we'll see. Well, let me do a smaller resolution. Let's do like, thank you. Okay, we'll do that. We'll just do 1920 by 1080. There we go. And we'll start over again. Like nothing happened. Anyway, I'm gonna read the chat, see if you guys have any gossip for me. I heard there's gonna be a demo, I heard there's gonna be a trailer, I heard there's gonna be a video game. All of those are lies. I'm lying to you. But yeah. Speaking of lies, yeah. I guess my lie finally came true. The update happened. It definitely happened. So what's up? I've been in the mines trying to do this comic style. My broke ass is not buying that retro pack or whatever it was. Oh yeah. The website goes on sale quite often. So definitely look out for it. I think in the holidays is where it's especially cheap. So maybe look out in November, Black Friday maybe. Dilly Delphox says, Max's, what is your opinion on playing with character hairstyles? Like in the Oddity universe? I mean, from a viz dev standpoint, I love researching hair and fashion trends of the 70s. That's been really educational, if nothing else, and really gets your mind jogging when you find like a period piece. If you're just watching something like a TV show or a cartoon, based on in the 70s or like produced in the 70s, what the philosophy was back then, and I try to go from there. But yeah, a lot of afros, a lot of shaggy hair, a lot of cigarettes. It's been fun. As far as like designing NPCs and such, I've been doing a lot of research and watching a lot of cartoons to do my homework there. Characters with fluffy, swervy, swirly hair are underrated and are more rare than they should be in media. Yeah, that's why I think, these strips really tell a different story than what people expected in like an indie game RPG. So like, I really can't wait to, I guess for more updates to show off, a deception of us transcending mediums promoting this game. And even better when you actually see it pay off in the actual game, because it goes beyond pixel art, I think that's been appreciated more and more as the demo progresses and as the fans see it on social media. So people are finally getting it. I think it's not just like residuals of a fan game. It's an indie game now. It's a whole entity on its own. It's a different beast. And I guess that's what, like, I don't know, that was part of the anxiety of coming back. At least that's what I would imagine why it took so long. But hey, better late than never. How confident do you feel? Oh, I'm sorry. There's more. Oh no, okay, that wasn't a question. Anyway, Chumbus Wumpus says, how confident do you feel in saying the social media presence has returned? I'm still kind of holding my breath to see more frequent posts after the gap between pants and the comic was like 2 months. Yeah, no, that was a whole discussion, and there was some infighting about that too. Like, we posted a goddamn pair of pants. Like, we have to say something, right? Yeah, this was all in the making since the pandemic. Like I said, like I think to bring out the fan engagement, if we can't, okay, well, I think there's a perspective of burnout too from us as well, and this includes myself, where I believe those Tumblr updates were just terrible. If anyone is even old enough or much of a fan to remember that, those Tumblr updates were just like, make them as you go along. You push it out. We missed a deadline. It's not to the scope that was expected because it was spontaneous and nobody was really attentive to it. So I think to prevent that fear and fatigue, first of all, I mean, the crew they're relatively more mature. It's been years since that era, so I think there was a fear to make sure there's no hubris and dopamine hit and updates, and any signs of progress actually feel like progress, not only to the public but to us. In other words, they have to be real, they have to be authentic, they have to be actual game development. And I don't know, I can't say I agree with all the decisions. For some reason the director believes that, like, this game isn't a product people make like every other indie game. Like, how many indie groups have you seen that do screenshot Saturdays? Or like, they show their character in like a demo map because, yeah, it's, at the end of the day, like, people are going to see behind the curtain. And, I feel like that's more admirable because it kind of inspires others to get started on their projects, because you kind of see, someone starting from scratch and building it up from there. Like, who cares if, we see some code or, there's a leak of some kind or whatever. We keep moving because it's a passion project. That being said, I think this idea for the comics was in the interest to, I don't know, carry some momentum for a campaign of fan engagement while, whatever is happening in game is polished up, especially considering, the demo is still in progress and there's, obvious representation that wants to be, that wants to be presented in a certain way by the director when that drops. And I agree. That being said, there's a queue of content, and I think veterans of the stream can attest that, like I've said this time and time again, like, I mean, there's more where that came from. It's just a matter of, will there be a care enough to post them in a consistent manner? I don't know. But I can't wait for the next update to drop. That could be gameplay, that could be, more lore. It could be a comic strip. I'm not sure. But yeah, we've had discussions time and time again that yeah, we have to return to social media indefinitely. So I think we've hit the ground running, if nothing else, doing that by posting the pants in the comic. So we'll see. I'm ready. Anyway. Yeah, I'm just trying to catch up with the chat. You guys are really passionate about shaggy hair, it looks like. I wish I could make a Shaggy Rogers character, but it would be too obvious and conspicuous. The Oddity blog posts, you mean? I don't. Yeah, that was back in the Tumblr days when we had like a Tumblr domain. Well, it wasn't Oddity. It was like back when it was a fan game, I suppose. I don't think there was any Oddity updates. Proper. But like we're kind of past that blog era anyway, which is really weird to say. Like we've passed so many areas and like periods in this 16-year cycle, and yes, I'm still trying to process that. Yeah, the Tumblr updates are the old blog post, right? Yeah. I mean, I guess they were powered by Tumblr. So I'm not even sure if you can do that anymore, because who uses Tumblr these days? But yeah, I think all the updates will be kept on Twitter for the most part. And if you want any cutting room stuff for updates I'm involved in, I guess you can just check my stuff, my social media, or stick around on Twitch, or maybe I'll post some additional stuff on Instagram to show like how the sausage was made, like with the comic, and we'll see. My feelings has always been it's best to make a game yourself and fan second. I think so long as you can create something you'll love, others like you will naturally love it in the end. Hey, that's the idea. And not only that, the people love it. You can post a pair of pants and you can get like an immense fan discussion about it. That says a lot. So imagine when the the proper content comes out, on a consistent basis. We'll see a lot. You'll see a change of heart for sure. And hell, if that's all the game serves at the end of the day, if it's like, if the staff throw their hands up and says, I'm frustrated, please cancel this, I don't want to work on it anymore, that's cool with me, because again, I think it inspired so many other projects that like it served its purpose. Like it was that, it was that oil in the car to spark the life. It was that gas in the tank to ignite a journey for some other talented youths out there that'll make a game hopefully sooner and faster. But yeah. I forgot how to draw Travis. It's been so long since I've drawn like this. Does he have eyes? Does Travis have eyes? I don't know anymore. I'm gonna do something extremely ambitious here. I don't know how to draw a rifle, but we're gonna try. I don't even know what he's supposed to be doing here, but we'll see. I'm trying to see if I remember how to do this, because I had to draw him with a gun a few times already. Get rid of the guidelines. How do I get rid of the guides? I'm a boomer. How do I do this? I don't know why that took me so long. Maybe it's stream anxiety. I don't know. Yeah, no, but I agree. It's like it is definitely for myself first and foremost, because it's a fun project. Like I enjoy doing things for it. So yeah, it's bittersweet at the end of the day, I suppose. But yeah, enjoy the show, and I'm chilling. This is a chill Friday stream, so I'm not here for your amusement. This is for me, like I said. But more importantly, it's for you if you want to keep asking questions, because I know there's definitely some confusion for those that are curious. But yeah, we'll be back to our regular scheduled crap on Monday, because I have some other stuff planned as far as my, you know, Earthbound tribute goes. So that's gonna be fun. It'll definitely be something more formal when I get around to it, and it'll involve you fans if you guys are so talented. So if there's any pixel artists out there, stay tuned, stand by, wait for further instructions. Oddity is just a big art project, dead ass. I mean, there's only one programmer, so that kind of says a lot. Yeah. I try not to hire or recruit zinesters. I learned my lesson there. What's the best way to call it? Like pinup artists. And now for my future, I guess the projects I'm directing now, like I always make sure like someone is, you know, not just looking to draw a pretty picture go burr, but like they're actually into developing product, and you know are able to create concepts and pass them over and over, you know, with revision and with humility. Believe it or not, those are hard to come by, and that's why most fan projects kind of fall apart. I would say, like, if people are just young or inexperienced and they don't know what they're, you know, getting themselves into. And we could argue Oddity was a victim of that, and that's why it took so long to come together. And this includes myself. I mean, I was dumb as shit too. I was dumb rolling with it and thinking this was normal, but now, like, if I was a little bit older and more experienced, I would say, oh yeah, this is kind of imploding. We should probably course correct, but here we are now, and who knows what's to come. But like I said, I think I'm satisfied knowing the legacy will be in other fan, I guess, inspired projects from it. This is not how you hold a gun. This is not how you hold a pop gun rifle, but whatever. I'm not gonna look for a reference. Let's make game, I'm programmer. That reminds me of a funny DeviantArt comment I had back in the day when I was making pixel art over there. Like, one guy just popped in the comments, said, oh my god, let's make game, I'm programmer, like we're playing house. Like, okay, I'll be the programmer and you can be the musician and you'll be the artist. The pants were pretty awesome, dude. Can you make a follow-up? Sure. I'm gonna go right in my hamper and we're gonna pull out an article right here. You like socks? I like funky socks. I like funky socks, actually. I just bought, you'll laugh at me. I went to Hot Topic for the first time in like 20 years, and I bought some Studio Ghibli socks. One was My Neighbor Totoro because, I mean, I'm a Mother fan, I have to, right? And the other was Kiki's delivery service. I was not ready to find out the Kiki socks had like lace at the end of it. But who's gonna know, right? Like, I walk into work, you know, with my dress pants on and nobody knows. But they know I like funky socks, but they're not gonna know, like, oh, these are obviously girl socks. And also, it's a free country, who gives a shit? I'm still wearing them. I enjoy them. But yeah, that's fun. Yeah, if you want a makeshift birthday gift for me, yeah, make sure you find the craziest pairs of socks. I'm gonna wear them. I'm hunting down these Pac-Man socks that are super rare, but that's another story for another time. That was a huge tangent. Yeah, next laundry update, definitely gonna be socks. That's my headcanon. That being said, I'm gonna try to work with the official comic brushes that we use for the comic. If I can find it, that is. It might not be on this version of Photoshop. I thought I put it over here. Oh, here it is. There we go. Yeah, there's some really cool fountain pen brushes. I might just do the face of Travis because this is kind of lagging on me. Because it's such a powerfully shit program, Photoshop that is. I'm always doing Travis faces. I do y'all guys dirty. Yeah, next time I ink out something, I'll definitely have a sketch ready, I think, to go over, pettily speaking. I'm gonna catch up with the chat while I'm drawing, so bear with me now. Please hire another programmer to the team. Nah, one is enough. It's good. It's good. It's an RPG. It's fine. One's worked for 16 years. I think another one would just, like, you know, break the tension. Yeah, hire me a program. Oh, okay, programmer. Oh, we got a big shot here, guys. I'm going to be honest, from my own experience at least, I feel like creative design side of things is the hardest part to make of a game. Yeah, I agree. And that's why a lot of creative projects, I think, fall apart, especially the fan stuff, because, yeah, you get a lot of young minds that think they can get away in their career with just drawing, and, you know, but there's a lot to consider. First of all, you need the foundation to draw at a professional scale, and, like, that comes with, you know, expenses for equipment, a subscription to Adobe, and then when you got that out the way, you got to find the humility and the willingness to work with people. And creatives, I'm sure a lot of people can understand, especially the animators in here. Like, there's something about animators, like, we're a special breed that can't be, like, shook as far as engaging with others. And as an animator myself, I kind of resonate with it, because when I'm in my creative mode, and this is partially why, like, I don't really do intense artwork on stream, like, I lose my mind. Like, I become a psychopath when I'm drawing. Like, I don't know, like, it's like I become trapped in the canvas, and, like, the only way to escape is just to silently move like a ninja and just maneuver through it. And, like, then I come up gasping for air when I'm done. And, like, I know that's really pretentious to say, but, like, I think at this point in my life, that's how I feel doing it on a professional scale for so long. So I really try to reserve myself and laugh off the mistakes as much as possible. Like, I would do, like, 20 other passes for this Travis if I was doing it for the website or for a comic. Like, it's that serious for me. I'm pretentious. That said, try to enjoy yourself, but nah, there's a lot of insanity to come with the process. So I try to keep my life as boring as possible, and by proxy these streams, and that's why we're chilling. We chill. Yeah, but that's a really good point, Delphox. Thank you for the input. Programming is logical and has fixed solutions. Creativity doesn't. Exactly. There's so many outcomes you can get to as an artist, but there's only one path and one path only for programming. Is Oddity an alternate reality game? Yeah, sure. Oh, you mean like an ARG? I think someone mentioned that already in the chat. I don't know. Did you find all the secrets yet in the comic? Someone already pointed out what's on the opposite page. What's in the bleed of the page. So yeah, playing around with the contrast. Maybe you'll find some cool tids and bits. I'm gonna try to be putting more in there unknowingly. So yeah, maybe you can figure out the puzzle once the other comics come out. I'll be waiting and I'll be laughing. I want to see some socks. Maybe if I get on camera one of these days. We'll see. Something smells like French fries in this house. Who's cooking? I don't know. It smells like Chick-fil-A. Oh yeah, wait, no. I think one of my family members have Chick-fil-A right now. I'm jealous. I'm hungry. What is Adobe EULA? I don't know what that is either. What is that? Was that a joke? I feel like if I had a ready list of assets and design documents to follow, actually constructing a game would be really smooth. Ooh. Maybe like an arcade game. I'll make a Pac-Man clone in a hot minute. Yeah, no, that's tough. Ah, you're an actual programmer. That's cool. In that case, I apologize. But only halfway. I think all programmers are scum. I'm kidding. You're doing a service to everyone, but you're a fucking nerd. Remember that. You should feel bad for it. Right, I'm off to bed. Yeah, see ya, Dior's. Can't wait to see you in America. You're gonna love it over here, especially after that debate last night. Good night. And something that's what I'm struggling with here is I got to get that varying line weight down, you know. And when I can't quite get it, I break out the classic brush instead, which has been helpful to smooth things over. Yeah, like getting that boil of the line, like you see in the a lot of the Silver Age comics, is what I've been chasing for the longest time, because that would really pop out in Oddity's aesthetic, I suppose. There has to be a better brush for it, but where like it automatically boils the line for you and varies it, but there's nothing quite like just doing it yourself. That's a little rewarding when you figure it out. I've been doing what I can now. I am tired, guys. I'm gonna hit the gym after this. Get some Friday night pumping in. I should make a game out of that. Friday night pumping. It sounds really original. Website win. I just saw Cthulhu say. That is coming. That is coming. I made most of the assets for it. Still got some stuff to do. But as far as I don't know, the CSS and all that, I have no idea. Oh well, I guess the CSS would be my part, but I guess the wireframe of the site, I have no idea where it stands. I just know it's using my artwork. But I'm just as curious. Yes, there's a lot to do, but I know it's coming. I knew something was behind the comic in a recent tweet, but I can't tell what the fuck it is. That's funny. Well, keep looking. I'm sure something will pop out to you. You just need to have alien eyes. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, whistle. Clip Studio cheats line art so hard. Yeah, I should be using Clip Studio. It's definitely more lightweight than Photoshop. It's just I bought these tools specifically for Photoshop. Because I don't know, it's more professional, I suppose. I don't know. It was industry standard. But really, I hope Adobe does burn down after all the controversial integrations with the AI. Because I'm not trying to make an AI game here. Is this Sonic Lo-Fi? It is. It is indeed. I love my Sonic music. I like Lo-Fi, so I was like, hey, let's combine them. Trying to get all the harsh shadows too. Like, I probably should have drew this at a lower resolution to really get all the inky blockiness. out, but it is what it is. Gotta get his eyes here too. Alright, let me try to speed run this so it's out of the way, because we want to get to the coloring, right? And I think I already did a similar demonstration before, but the brush was on the fritz, so yeah, admittedly it wasn't my best stream, so we're gonna redeem ourselves here. I don't think Travis is curved enough, but we're gonna roll with it. I will say, if you need a web developer, let me know. Can you make my portfolio website? Because I've been trying to work on that for the last month, but everybody wants a piece of me for some reason this June, and I have not been able to do it between work. I already told you guys, like, the artist's mind is insane. We're not built for logic and markup. You know, basic CSS, HTML. Oh my god, we have new recruits. Alright, I'm putting together a video game studio right now. We're gonna make something. We're gonna make Game Galaxy. Haha, motherfucker, you thought we were gonna make a mother fan game? No. That's funny. But yeah, no, I'll figure it out at some point, I'm sure. But in the same way I've been promising the YouTube channel, the website's been kind of lingering too. But hey, clearly I wasn't lying in some way, because we got that Oddity update. Now let's wait another 5 months for the next strip. Yeah, I think that's good enough. I'll probably play around with the... God, it's kind of bland. It's like a fucking... This is the most, like, art school looking Travis I ever made. But we're gonna roll with it. We're having fun here. No judgment. Don't look. I'll add some perspective. I should pirate Dreamweaver. Isn't Dreamweaver free? I used Dreamweaver a few years ago when I was starting on the site, and then I passed it on to someone else. But I guess I did have a student subscription to Adobe at the time, so I guess I didn't know. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of XD, but nobody in the design industry uses XD. They all use Figma, I believe. So that's a little moot. Yeah, no. Once I figure out a vertical slice idea for my characters, I will be looking at programmers, I think, because that sounds fun. But right now I have a lot of things for other people to take care of, and that comes first because I like making money. I'm probably shooting the gun, but it's in relevancy to my project that's due next month. If you know a 3D modeler, hit me up. Slide in my DMs. If you are a 3D modeler or know a 3D modeler, and you know they want to make some quick bucks, slide in my DMs. Go on Discord or on Twitter. I'm not even being funny. Just please be competent and have some examples ready, I suppose, because I want to make sure we're making the best of our time. But it's relatively simple, but I need a 3D modeler. Like, it's so simple that if I spend a few days in Blender or Maya, I could do it myself. But I have too many responsibilities, and I want to keep a little bit of my sanity. So just hit me up. If there's any takers or any comers, let me know. We will come together. So just a forewarning. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not trying to beg for help, I suppose. I try to stick to the beat of my own drum, and I recruit accordingly when it comes to my projects. But maybe I'll do a casting call for the fun of it, because I know a lot of people are willing to help out in some form or fashion. I appreciate you guys. Just don't expect for an Oddity thing, because first of all, you don't want to be in that mess. I'm protecting you. But for my other projects, they are shorter scope, and they will come out sooner. And a lot's happening this summer, so I want to make sure everything is in a quality line of distribution. So yeah, pixel artist, 3D modeler, programmer, hit me up. We can talk. We can have a conversation. We can socialize. Just make sure you're clear on your intent, because this is why I don't use Discord so often. Like I don't want to show it off, but like the row of DMs I have, I'm horrible at that when it comes to the instant messaging stuff for some reason. I just want to make, yeah, like if I once I check my messages, I want to make sure it's someone from the stream, so I know who you are. I digress. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm even saying anymore, because I'm tired and I need to hit the gym soon. I think we're just gonna make the rifle, because that right hand is suffering. I'm gonna just do one hand in this rifle and call it quits. I'm gonna just make it I'll just crop it off or some stupid shit. I'll make a logo. I'll make some like copy. Do some graphic design here to damage control, I think. Why did I choose a graffiti style? I don't know. We're just gonna do we'll just do a bang. Let's go out with a bang, guys, because this is the end of the stream after I'm finished this. My god, my eraser's too big? My eraser's too small? I can't win tonight, huh? Yeah, maybe we'll work with that. I wish I was like Akira Toriyama and I can just create masterpieces on the fly. But we're all not that talented. We're not all that talented, excuse me, I'm drunk. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed what's to come, I suppose. Again, there's plenty of updates on the way. It's just a matter of when we'll post them, I suppose. Would Travis shoot someone? I doubt it. He will pop someone with a pop gun though. Yeah, we'll work with that. I'm gonna go back to the fountain pen because that was cool. Yeah, and what I like most about this fountain pen, like, it feels good to make mistakes, if that makes sense. Like, the sloppiness just adds to the aesthetic. Not that I try to take advantage of that, but it does feel good in your hands when you don't have to worry about like a precise line. It just bleeds into itself and it adds just more to what you're intending for the comic. But yeah, Oddity has like two styles primarily though. With the stuff you'll be seeing going forward, it's like a comic style. You'll see with this half print aesthetic I'm presenting, and then there's like the TV style, so to speak. So to speak, yeah. So technically, there's like two art styles with like each character has like two different designs in a way. Think of them as adaptations of each other, you know? I know, very high scope, very big brained. To be fair, the mistakes like this are very in line with what actual old comics look like. Exactly. We're moving. Oh my god, this instrument sounds like Travis's old, I guess, hit Spark sound in Mother 4. That's a throwback right there. I guess I should have the cork pop, huh? We'll do that. I don't know why he's looking away. He should be watching where he's aiming. I guess Travis can't shoot someone because he doesn't know what he's doing. Oh, is this Sonic Mania? This is a good song. I haven't heard a proper Genesis remake of this song, which kind of disappoints me. But like, it's such a banger anyway. I don't blame any like rearranger wanting to go ham on it. Sonic Mania is like such a man. That's a masterpiece. That really did heighten the bar for me and inspire me to make better pixel art for Oddity. But I know I'm just a man and I can only do so much. But yeah, if I was 10 years younger and I can start from scratch, man, it would be Oddity would look like Earthbound Mania for sure. I thought the actual pixel art was considered an art style. I guess we kind of have to, right? I mean, I don't think I broke down the process. Maybe I did like a year ago when I first started streaming. But what typically happens, myself or Shauna, as illustrators, we draw what we want in game, like whether it be an enemy or like an action for Travis, and then I transfer it into pixel art, and yeah, I pretty much like reduce the colors and index it within the palette and do some cleanup, and that's how the battle portraits came to be. So I mean, technically you're right, and like I guess render it as much as I can for it to replicate a cartoon, and I think with the CRT filters it really comes through, and those aren't even complete yet, so I can't wait to see like the finished product, I suppose, when the demo comes out. He looks like he just saw a passing ice cream truck as he was shooting an apple off of Floyd's head. Oh my god, that's great. I gotta draw that now. That's a high concept right there. You should write a comic. Alright, I'm gonna try to wrap this up now, for real. That's our Travis, always aloof and distracted by the world. He has his head in the clouds, I suppose. Oh lord, his eyes. Yeah, I think that's good. Now we're gonna do our little coloring process. At this point, I think I recall the color combinations for Travis, but follow me here. I think it's, and I guess you can follow at home if you wanna see how it works. You're gonna make 3 layers first of all. You're going to color each of them if you have Photoshop or some other equivalent program where you can color your layers. Red. The order technically doesn't matter, but I like keeping it within CMY. So we're going to have blue on top. Make sure everything is multiplied. And I'm pretty sure Travis is going to be Y R. Trying to think what the blue would be. I think 3. I'm gonna go with 3, and that's gonna create like a brown auburn tone. So I'm just gonna roll with it. And since his jacket is obviously green, we're just gonna go with a solid blue and a solid yellow there. I'm gonna try to read your comments while I'm speed coloring, I suppose. And appreciate Blonde Travis in the meantime. Do you think we'll see any gameplay stuff on Twitter soon? Yeah. Those are definitely part of the queue of updates. I mean, I don't know. I was fighting for that for a while. Like, I do think the approach should be, bro, just record a GIF of what you're working on and just post it. Let people know that thing's alive. That's about it. It's not that deep. Like, and as you can see from the previous updates, like, people enjoy whatever, you know, is presented to us. So it doesn't have to be that deep, but I think he has a scope in his mind he wants to chase. So that being said, I think the more small, minute updates like a comic or a GIF are presented on social media, it'll really set the tone of where the game is at and what to expect in updates going forward. So the big updates, like a demo release, really hits because people have been anticipating it, and that's really what you want at the end of the day for your demo to do numbers. You want anticipation. Yeah, I'm doing blue first because I wanted to get that green going. Green's my favorite color, so I'm biased. Yeah, now we got some aesthetic going. Got some blue bleeding through, which is what you really want when you're doing a comic, because back in the day, what adds to the aesthetic is misregistering the colors. Like each page on the print wasn't going to be perfect, and so some of it will pop outside of the outline, and we'll definitely work on that here when I get a chance. Oh god, look at this ginger though. This was like Travis's redesign when he first had the pants. He was like a solid auburn. He was so painful to look at. His colors were so off. But then we darkened his hair and reddened it a bit, and it was all good. And now we have the character we know and love today. I guess I should add some red to the tongue. And then, yeah, I'm shooting the shit. It might be B3. It's been a minute since I colored Travis this way, so I'm just gonna roll with it. That's not good. I don't like that. I'm gonna say B2. It might be B2. You don't really know unless you darken it. That's the thing. I'm watching this through the stream thumbnail window, and that also helps. But whatever. This is just a demonstration. There's no gospel here. Yeah, B3 might be good. Yeah, I think about it. Yeah, but like it's gonna look good when you blur it. Trust me. And I think the typical skin tone I go with for Caucasians is Y2. And since there's a solid yellow up here, I don't have to worry about overlapping because it's just going to absorb into the solid hair color. I mean that alone's already pretty cool looking with the limited palette. We can work with that. But we're gonna add some R2 to it. Get some peachiness going. Yeah, again, it's not gonna be perfect. So you can like, I'd even fill that out completely. There's more yellow than red poking through here, and it's up to you to really figure out what you want to do with it. Back in the day, to achieve more nuanced tones, they would. I mean, the printers, that is, depending on what the studio, like Marvel or DC mandates, like, you would rotate it for a different effect if you were combining colors. I'm only gonna do so much of that because we're working on something. But like, yeah, you kind of get a different skin tone with the rotation, you see? And then now that it pops out, you kind of get like a more authentic, less sober look. If, you know, you got a bad... as if you had a bad like comic page that was poorly registered and bleeding out inside the outline. But usually what I do instead is I just poke it out a bit, just like by a pixel or so it's not too like obvious. That being said, I'm gonna add some blue to that rifle. Floyd is so dead. Ooh, that's a little disrespectful. The iconic Travis running Scooby... Wait, the iconic Travis Scooby-Doo running between the tree post? I don't even know what that is, bro. I believe you, though. Did I do a Scooby-Doo run? I don't remember. I don't even know if there's a Scooby-Doo segment planned. If you're talking about the, like, the running gag, when they, like, go through doors and the monster's chasing them. I wish I was that cool. Cthulhu says this one. I might have made a post. Oh, that. From last year. I'm so old. I don't even remember that. God damn. I guess it's iconic. I don't know. It could have fooled me. Yeah, it was. I think it was iconic because people were like, man, when is this game coming out? Oh, wow, a GIF? I'm gonna latch on to that. Do you see how many likes it has? That's crazy. It shouldn't have that many likes. That's what I'm saying. Like, that shouldn't be a big deal. That's just normal game dev stuff, you know? But hey, we're back. We're doing it now. That's all that matters. I'm gonna color this bang red, and I guess I'll be done with it. Oh, I'm sorry, Delphox. I finally saw your question. You've been talking about the demo a lot lately, but is that actually going well? Just feels like a Silk Song kind of deal. I don't know what that is, but I could tell you about Oddity. No, it's on. You know, it's in a slow cooking process. That's all. I mean, there's still the engine to worry about and the art assets that come with it, and of course, accountability is on myself, but it really goes for everyone involved. So it's going to go at the pace it's going to go at. But mind you, at the moment it's free labor, and everyone they're a bit older now. You know, not as quick and snappy as before, and reasonably fatigued. Respectfully to each individual, whatever that looks like. For me, I'm still as ambitious as I can be, but you know, you kind of have the energy like, okay, this is going to come out when it comes out. That's kind of the tagline we have to stick by, as fans, as developers, and anyone in between caught up in this mess. or I can stream and feel rejuvenated from that. So you kind of have to pick your poison, right? Yeah, but surely something will come from it soon. But demo will happen sooner or later. I know that for a fact. I'm gonna add more red to that. There we go. Looking much better. I think I'm gonna get rid of the blue here, so you have like a highlight color. That's looking cool. All right, let's move this around a bit. And I'm gonna move the yellow too. And we're gonna gauge and blur respectfully to each layer. And blur that outline on top of it. Cool. Get rid of this piece of shit label. I don't need it anymore. Yeah, that's about the tone I expected in Travis's hair. I think that's what I have in the comics so far. Could probably think of a better color, but I like the idea that like there's some off colors in the main characters, kind of like how I don't know, kind of like how in the old comics, there wasn't really a canon palette to adhere by. They just colored what they could because they wanted to get paid. Anyway. Just don't sleep until the whole game is done. That's a brilliant idea. The artist of Spider-Verse, I see that, yeah. I mean, that's usually that's a secret behind the Spider-Verse style. They I forgot what they call it. It's a chromatic something. Chromatic aberration, I think it's called. That's when you split the CMY channels in footage, or just like in digital coloring in general. I mean, we have this right here in Photoshop. It's pretty easy to do. You know, so that's just, yeah, simple After Effects, and it works. Yeah, I just upload a GIF of of like getting into a battle on Twitter. You'll get a quadrillion links. Oh, we'll see. I would love to see the current state of the battle system, but yeah, we're getting back on engine stuff I think pretty soon, so that's gonna be fun to work with the programmer and all that, to really bring that, you know, to where it needs to be. Anyway, I'm on here way too long. I'm tired. I'm gonna hit the gym, work on my muscles, and work on my thighs, and work on my ass. Like I said, I'm a thick boy. But yeah, no, thanks for hopping in essentially last minute. You guys have no right to stick around for this, but hey, we're working on the sub journey and milestones, so that's like what, that's the third day now, so we have like Saturday, Friday, and of course Max is Monday. I guess we got to hit the other weekdays at some point, and hopefully we can upgrade this channel, because things are coming, and it wouldn't be possible without the support of you lot, so I definitely appreciate that. Great behavior as always, and always interesting questions, and you know, just kind engagement. I appreciate it. Make a PNG tuber. That is on the bucket list for sure. There is a lot that's supposed to happen with this Twitch channel, but I keep getting freelance, and I like getting paid, even if it's dollars and cents. So we'll work on that. I'm still trying to work on a better splash screen than just a screenshot of my cartoon. But yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Something more proper. That you're used to in your with your PewDiePies and Markipliers. We'll get to it. But yeah, thanks for coming out, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Friday night. Get some pizza. Go swimming. It's summer. Go traveling. Go vacationing. Go camping. Do something. Enjoy yourselves. Love yourselves. Peace.